Good morning, everybody. It is a lovely grey cloudy Saturday morning here on the south coast. This morning I have a Tesla Model Y. I've been driving this car now for the last day or two, and I just wanted to give you my impressions of the new 2023 Model Y. I actually drove a similar car about 2 years ago, and there was a couple of things that I didn't really like, and I noticed some of the build quality. There was a few little issues that I brought up. So I was really keen to get another one to see how this has come on, because it's become the biggest selling car in the world, the biggest selling electric car in the world. It outsold the Toyota Corolla in the States, and the sales in the UK are booming. So I'm just trying to think, what is so good about this car that everybody wants to buy it? So I thought I would give it a bit of a try. I have to say, they've really come on a lot the last couple of years. The quality has really come on. And despite this being the entry-level rear-wheel drive standard range model, it has everything that you'd expect from a premium car, and it still has great performance. So I wanted to show you around and show you some of the new things that they've put onto this latest car to try and quell some of the criticisms of the previous model. So we'll start off on the inside, and I'll show you some little details that make a little bit of difference. Here we go. So the first thing is all of the door pockets, they're all lined in carpet. Every single door pocket is now lined in carpet to try and minimize the amount of noise inside this really spacious cabin. Because of the glass roof, it can get a bit boomy in here, especially riding on the bigger wheels. So they've tried to do things to limit the amount of sound getting into the cabin. The other thing that's really quite unique is they fitted double laminate glass. If you can see there, they fitted double laminate glass on all of the doors to try and minimize the sound. And I've got to say, it's made a big difference. The fit and finish of the interior panels are much better than before. For example, all of the panels line up really nicely. The quality is still, I would say, 75% there. They're still a little bit, loose when you tap on them, which isn't really great, but they feel sturdy enough. They've got a nice aluminium bright finish there, which makes a bit of a difference. I love the wireless charger with the Alcantara suede. I think it's a really nice touch. It stays put when you drive around. Simple details, all of the pockets, all flock lined. Take note, Volkswagen. And also they have little rubber mats inside all of the areas. So there's a real little attention to detail there. Of course, in the cup holders, all rubber lined as well, which is really, really nice. And in the back, let's have a little look in the back. Because of the elevated seat position, there is loads of leg and foot room. I'm not very big. I'm 5'8", or just under 5'8", and I have tons of room here in my driving position. And because the seat's elevated, I've got loads of space underneath. And again, they've added carpet to all the inside areas here, and it really just improves the ambience. I'm really quite impressed with it. You still have that great height inside because of the glass roof, but it feels spacious in here. It doesn't feel claustrophobic. I think if I ever bought a Tesla Model Y, I'd probably go for the white interior, just to try and brighten it up a little bit in here, because it can be quite dark. Despite the roof, it can be quite dark. The other thing that Tesla have done, again, before when I was driving the Tesla, I noticed quite a lot of noise coming from the boot. And if I open the boot, now let's see if we can open the boot from the screen here. So let's open the boot. There we go. So if I show you the boot, what they've done, and I've also managed to open the charge port. That's handy. So in the boot, they fitted a new parcel shelf, which is a magnetic concertina, creepy crawly caterpillar style thing. A bit fiddly, but it works, and it helps limit the sound coming out of the boot. But it's quite a clever little fold-up design, and it's all incredibly lightweight. I mean, although it's nice quality, it's like lifting up pieces of polystyrene. It's really, really lightweight for what it does. You've still got your rear lower trunk space, boot space, sorry. So all your charge cables here, they've never been used in this particular car. And you've still got the space in the rear as well, which is really handy. You've got extra space in the back there, and more shallow, good for maybe a cable. and you've also got deep side storage areas on either side. So all in all, it's a really spacious boot, and you've still got the electronic seat controls in the back as well, which is really nice. So, and they've also got a little light here just to shine down into the trunk. I don't know why I'm saying trunk, I'm in the UK, I mean boot, sorry American friends. And then we'll close that. We can close the charge port again. Close, we'll do that from inside. So it's a really nice touch. And we'll just close that port again. And if we go on to the outside, there's been a lot of criticism about fit and finish and build quality of this car. A lot of issues about the build quality. And I just want to show you some things here. The fit and finish of all of the panels, all of the shut lines around the bonnet, the shut lines around all of the pillars, the doors, they all appear to be very accurate in this particular car. All the shut lines are really perfect on every side, and all of the areas, especially around the boot. This was an area that really caused a few problems, was sometimes the tailgate would sit further up. It's perfectly smooth, the spacing is very uniform, and it's like this across the whole car. So they've really improved the overall fit and finish, which is really good to see. And I think this has happened since they've moved to Shanghai. The Shanghai production's really improved the overall fit and finish. And what's nice too, BMW have moved away from aluminium bright finishes. They've moved to plastic, which is a real shame. But on the Tesla, they're still all aluminium, which is really nice to see. And the other thing that surprised me too is just the overall ambience is really nice in here. It's a really nice place to be. It's very minimalist, and I think when you jump in this car for the first time, it's a little bit overwhelming. You don't know what to do. Changing the temperature, putting the fan on, you just can't do it intuitively on the move when you're brand new to this car. You have to pull over, you have to familiarise yourself with everything. Once you familiarise yourself with everything, it's very straightforward. It's pretty easy. There's not too many functions to confuse you, so it does work really quite well. And overall, I'm really impressed with it. I think there still is a little bit of noise. I'll just turn around. There is a little bit of noise coming from the interior when you're driving along. A little bit of boominess. And I think the suspension's still very hard. It's too hard for this car. The suspension's so hard that it gets a bit fidgety over bumps and rough roads. And the UK, we have some of the worst roads here. The potholes are absolutely awful. And I think that the car sort of scuttles across them. It doesn't really absorb them very well. So you end up sort of moving around quite a lot. The other criticism is the steering. Excuse me. The steering is, it's okay. I think it's a little bit hyperactive for this sort of size of car. I don't think it's been tuned to this kind of body shell, but it's very good. It's very direct, it's very quick. It's very much sports orientated, and I think if you drive it in the standard mode, I think it's better. There's no need to have it into sport mode. I think if you just have it in standard mode, it's probably the best of the modes. Brakes are good, the regen's fantastic, and it's a really good car. So I think if anybody's considering a Tesla Model Y, go and test one. Make sure you give it a good look around. If you do buy one, check all the fit and finish. I mean, having a Citroen Ami and an Alfa Romeo and some other things, cars have really moved on. And it's nice to see the quality here has really moved on. And to think that it's the biggest selling electric car now is quite an achievement for Elon Musk. It's a real big achievement. So there you go, guys. This is the Tesla Model Y. So I hope you enjoyed the little brief look around. We'll just take you outside and we'll give you another little look on the outside. And I'm sorry for not turning my phone around. I'm an idiot, but you can see this is the exterior. It's really nice in that blue colour, actually. It's really nice. With the black turbine wheels, it really sort of sets it off. I'll turn it right here. I'm sorry, guys, so you can sort of see now. So there you go, folks. Have a lovely day and we'll see you soon. Bye.